Well, good morning. This week's Monday meditation, we're going to read Colossians chapter 3, verses 12 through 17. And these verses really focus in on being thankful and how thankfulness flows out of a life that is being made into the image of Christ. And you'll see that in the last two verses of these scriptures that we read this morning. I hope it's an encouragement to you on this Thanksgiving week. So once again, Colossians chapter 3, beginning in verse 12. Put on then as God's chosen ones, holy and beloved, compassionate hearts, kindness, humility, meekness, and patience, bearing with one another, and if one has a complaint against another, forgiving each other. As the Lord has forgiven you, so you also must forgive. And above all these, put on love, which binds everything together in perfect harmony. And let the peace of Christ rule in your hearts, to which indeed you were called into one body, and be thankful. Let the word of Christ dwell in you richly, teaching and admonishing one another in all wisdom, singing psalms and hymns and spiritual songs with thankfulness in your hearts to God. And whatever you do, in word or deed, do everything in the name of the Lord Jesus, giving thanks to God the Father through him. So 3 times in these final verses, verse 15, we're told, and be thankful. Verse 16, we're supposed to let the word of Christ dwell in us richly, singing psalms and hymns and spiritual songs with thankfulness. And then finally, verse 17 kind of just summarizes everything the Apostle Paul has said up to this point. Whatever you do in word and deed, do all in the name of the Lord Jesus, giving thanks. So whatever we do, give thanks. So thankfulness should flow out of a heart, out of a life that looks more and more like Jesus. And so this week, let me encourage you, let me challenge you to live a life of thankfulness, that whatever you do in word or in deed, as you do it to the Lord, do it with gratitude, and God will bless you. Have a great week.